It's getting too bloody hot in here. Welcome to our Summer Tavern Games, which I think this year is the third year we've done it, so big thank you to everyone who's taken part, judged, sent in submissions, helped out with whatever, so thank you very much again, and yeah, let's just get into what we're actually going to be doing this week. So, as always, we're looking for you guys to plan, design, and develop your own. From that, everyone will submit their own games to the itch.io, and basically once everyone's submitted, we will then run a little, 2 or 3 days of just, judging for you guys, so the community will pick the top 5 games. From those top 5 that you guys have picked, the judges and I will then go and have a look at those individually, and then we'll go off and sort of review the games on our own, come back together, do a little, group review, and then we'll judge the winners from that, as well as putting everyone into different categories depending on which criteria we feel they did best in. And yeah, just remember that this game jam is supposed to be something casual and sort of fun, so just take it as a fun way to sort of experiment with any new ideas, or if you're new to game jam, just have it as a way to sort of see what the experience is all about. With that though, let's go and jump in to see who the judges are this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Jolene and I'm a composer for games and storytelling based projects. I'm extremely excited to be one of your judges for the Artist Tavern Game Jam. I work with indie developers to create sound worlds that help tell their story, designing everything from ambient loops and character themes to UI sounds and environmental audio. I'm currently composing and designing for several upcoming indie titles, and I love seeing how sound can shape gameplay and emotion. In addition to that, I've written music for the High Rollers D&D campaign, including the award-winning theme of Althea, which was recorded by the Budapest Scoring Orchestra. I've also had music recorded at Abbey Road's Angel Studio with players from the Royal College of Music and sound engineers from Abbey Road Institute. When I'm judging, I'm looking at how the music and sound support the gameplay, not just how something sounds in isolation, but how it fits the world, the pacing, and the player's experience. Great sound design doesn't distract, it immerses, and great music doesn't overpower, it guides. Even small sound cues, if timed well, can make a huge impact. I can't wait to hear what you have created and how your sound choices bring your games to life. Best of luck everyone, and have fun jamming.
Hey everybody, I'm Fahim. I'm an animated illustrator, done shows, documentaries, a lot of game jams, so I'm really excited to be on the other side this time around, judging your games, and I'm really looking forward to seeing 3 things in particular. I want to see how you guys push yourselves in terms of creativity with the style and the animations. I'm also really looking forward to seeing how you guys use the theme and the concept for the jam. And finally, the most important thing is the gameplay loop. I want to see tight gameplay loops. I want to see, even if it's at a prototype stage, I want to see your game design skills in action.
Hey everyone, I'm RLM, game dev, Pixar artist, and the first ever winner of the Tavern Jams. I'm super excited to be back, this time not as a competitor, but as a judge for the upcoming Summer Tavern Jam. This jam is all about creativity, clever design, and storytelling, and I can't wait to see what you all cook up. For me, the games that always stand out are the ones that are fun, simple to understand, and bring unique mechanics to the table. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Just give us something fresh, something bold, and something that feels like you. So gear up, grab your favorite dev tools, and I'll see you in the tavern.
Now that we've met the judges, let's quickly cover some of the criteria, which, to break it down this time, is basically just looking at how good the design of your game is, how easy it is to understand. Then we're going to be looking at sort of gameplay and how enjoyable that is to do. Next, we're going to be looking at how creatively you use the theme, so can you sort of subvert whatever we give you, or can you find a fun way or your own fun sort of interpretation of the theme? And then finally, we're going to be looking at the polish, basically seeing how cohesive your game is with sound design, assets, music, and sort of the general sort of put togetherness of it, as well as seeing if your game actually runs smoothly within all the mechanics you've added. Obviously, full descriptions of all of those will be in the actual itch.io, and if you need any more questions, please do ask in the Discord. This will be also with all the rules that we've got if you want to see more details on those. But essentially for the rules, the main one is just don't use AI. In the spirit of the jam, just try and keep it as you create, you brainstorm, you code, and you get your own assets. Obviously, if you're a solo dev and you don't have time to do assets, whatever asset packs you use, just please make sure you actually reference where those are from, and that should all be good. If not, just go and ask if anyone's got time to go and help you out. Moving on to the theme for this season, which is going to be changing states. Now, what I mean by this, to give you some ideas, is you could think of doing things like platformers that use elements to solve puzzles, or any sort of puzzle game that uses the changing state of the elements to sort of actually solve said puzzle. You could also think of doing something more narrative based, where you could think about the changing states of people's emotions or creatures' emotions, or whatever you want to do that's more about how people's emotional states can change. You could also think of potentially doing something a bit more like a tactical thing, where you use like card games. Could be doing something to do with combat, where you sort of find either changing states, again, emotional, something like that's a physical change of state. Again, doesn't have to be as literal. It could be something a little bit more abstract, because at the end of the day, this theme is for you to interpret as you will. So please, if you find some way to subvert it, a fun idea that maybe we haven't recommended, please do, because that will give you a lot more sort of like of a boost in score when we're talking about sort of creativity. But again, it's all up to you, and if you just want to keep it simple and just execute it really well, that's also a valid way to go about it. And that's it. Please make sure to post anything that you are doing, so any works in progress or any sort of questions, all in the Discord channel. The channel should be labeled well enough, but if you can't find them, please do just send me a DM in the general chat and I can point you to the right channel. Other than that, hope you guys are able to sort of learn something from this jam, or at least just take something away from it. That's always the aim of these, but like, I think that's pretty much it. Any questions, as always, on the Discord. Hope you guys have fun and let me know how everything is going. Excited to see what you guys produce. See you later.